Okay, I need to sign this, dude.
Just
Too
the
late.
pure saltiness of Rob brand is just, you can't use it at all.
No, you can... Dude, is it so awful to ask for payment in recompense for work? Also, I did not sign off on being recorded right now, to be honest, because I was about to take a break. Because coffee's almost done. Feeling, a little break. Just a little break.
We keep the break in. It's a little more authentic. All the noises, the microwave.
You just want me out of here, Adam. I see your game.
No, keep
Bigger
it,
cut
keep
for
the thing
you.
recording.
I see your
I don't get a
plan of
cut. This has been costing me $20
Holy
a month
shit,
since
dude.
it's...
Money's a slave.
Okay, not exactly.
Money's a white slaver.
What?
Indentured servitude.
So I
It's
would,
happening here in 2018 right now.
Indentured means you eventually get something out of it.
Eventually.
Like a quick, painless death.
I think what helps is...
If slavery was a choice.
What are we even talking
You know what?
Hashtag.
Kanye said that, and he gets a lot of shit for it because people didn't understand what he was trying to say. And I don't want to get political. I don't get political,
That was going to
If
be
I
like
got
my
political-
second rule. It's like no
if
politics.
I got political, you would know, okay?
I'm
But
okay with that.
I think Kanye was
Let's sit on this
misunderstood
pillow.
when he said that. I don't think he's right, per se, but I think people blew it way out of proportion. Especially the TMZ people, which is just like, get the fuck out of my face, dude.
Team Z found... What's that guy's fucking face? Right outside the airport, like the next day. That other rapper. Like, the thing about Team Z is, like, they stalk people.
Oh, absolutely.
And the guy was just coming out of the airport, and he's like, "How do you feel about Kanye?" And he was just like, about to have a panic attack because TMZ's just like, they found me.
They are the paparazzi. Like, that's their job, is to stalk
Oh.
celebrities.
Sure. I mean, just go to fucking celebrity blind items.
So I think what would help
Did you have to
our
pee?
audience...
No.
Oh,
I think what would help our audience is, well, first off, I figured we do this before we start recording, but first
Too late
off,
for that.
we
With short
decide
face.
we decide on an agenda, and
then push it.
and then push the agenda. But introductions always help the audience understand who's talking, and kind of get an idea what's going on. So they can kind of link to whose voice is doing what, basically.
yes.
And I think it also helps with just introductions in general.
Well,
We can talk about, I think the best thing is we can say our name and then talk about a personal failure that we each have.
I was gonna say we just use each other's names when addressing each other.
Damn.
That'll help.
Fucking Bob's idea got dunked on.
fuck you, Bob.
Well,
And also, another, I
our-
don't fail.
Huh?
Ever, so I don't have any personal failures.
Oh,
you
still work.
All I do is win.
You still work in the deli.
Exactly. I still have a job. Not like
Yeah.
We have to bleep that name
At
out.
least he still has a job.
epitome of failure.
That's like rule one.
Oh, I was telling Bob, this is literally a legitimate rule. No naming people who are not us, and no naming companies that we work at.
That is a...
Legitimate.
No
Like-
last names. Oh yeah, bleep
Law.
out any street names and stuff too.
Well,
You can get in
our
trouble.
12,
accidentally
all of our
gets-
12 viewers know who.
What if I want to say hi, Mom? Hi, Dad?
Then say hi,
Yeah,
mom,
you
hi,
can do
dad.
that,
Oh,
yeah.
true. You're absolutely right.
Feeling some contradictions here.
Well, your dad is not a name.
Maybe not to you.
I mean...
Sorry,
Dad
you never.
be
fair
Sorry, you never
outcomes,
had.
though.
Sorry, you never had a dad. Some people did.
I had 3 dads. Thank you very much.
You've already.
That's a lot of dads.
Now I'm down to 2 dads.
That's a lot of dads.
It's still like one too many.
You're the offspring of 3 men.
That's,
Combined
Oh.
DNA.
that's when sorry
Caligula
you
shit.
You're 3 times stronger than the average male.
Gave me diabetes.
It makes you
Your
stronger.
vessel couldn't
This
handle it.
this is Bob.
I'm Bob. This is me. Monty's pointing at me.
Let's state
Are
Bob's
we doing
failures.
introductions?
You brought it up.
Okay.
I thought we did it in a... Oh, that was
I thought
a
I got
home
dunked on. I thought we decided
No,
we're
that's
not.
not
Oh,
a
you
failure.
I did
That's
get
just an
dunked on?
You
occurrence.
get dunked on.
Am I going to introduce myself and then talk about my failures and then nobody else is going to do that?
No.
Yeah.
We'll do it. We'll do it.
Let's
I
just
just
speak
gotta
in the
think of
third
one.
But
person.
yeah, we'll definitely do it.
Okay.
Adam
The
votes
look
to
Rob's
speak in the
giving
third person.
Yeah, Bob, we'll
throughout the
definitely
rest
do
of
it.
the
You just go
podcast.
first.
Oh, I don't really want to.
So what's your biggest fear?
Okay.
And where do you live?
What is your address?
My biggest fear is bears.
I'm sorry. Well, I can't get bears, Bob.
I mean,
Well, I can't get bears.
bears are scary.
Something more like can fit in a car.
Bears can fit in a car.
You get a-
I've seen it at a circus.
Little cute bears.
Um,
Are you
that's a
afraid
car.
of little cute bears?
just the big ones.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They're usually accompanied by
And I live in the woods.
What if you saw a really big panda bear?
I wouldn't be
Okay,
threatened.
I
at
well,
all.
don't, yeah.
I don't think we have bears here anyway.
Panda bears. We have bears here. Not
There-
panda
there are
bears.
Bears? Where?
In the woods.
The,
Nick.
the woods.
The
Should you
woods.
say that?
Don't worry,
Get
I can bleep it
They'll
out.
come get you.
They know who you are now, Robert.
Yeah, Robert.
Yeah, I'm Robert.
You
I
are
like
Robert.
I like long walks on the beach and puppies. Moving on.
Long walks
No,
on the puppies.
no, Rob. What is your biggest fear?
Oh god.
Ninjas.
I'm spacing out.
Rob's like recalling a dark memory right now.
My biggest fear.
That one time
I
at the
get it.
club, the one-armed
I
girl
hate-
hit on
What's in that bowl?
I hate big
Sure.
aquariums.
sugar.
You hate big aquariums.
I hate-
Oh, we've had a conversation about this.
I hate big aquariums.
Like with the
I-
glass.
just like no, it's like large. Like I don't mind the ocean, right? I don't mind the ocean. That's fine. But like
Does it have to be an aquarium?
pretty any like man-made like large body of water, it's just like
So if we took you to SeaWorld, you would
I
be
don't like
uncomfortable?
yeah. I wouldn't want to go in like the aquarium area because like I just don't like it, man.
Don't want to see the orca?
Like the one at the zoo, like the with the little like the little tanks. That's fine. I can walk in a pet store. Although, I think this might be where like the fear started. There's a pet store near my house, and in one of the tanks they had like a really big fish, and it was. I'm just like, this thing is gonna like jump out and fucking eat me. I don't know. It's irrational, but the fears are
Was this
irrational.
like last week, or I mean,
No, when I was a youngin.
okay.
Are
That's a big-
Do people have pet stores anymore? Are pet stores still a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's called
Is it just
Petco and Pet
They're just
Shop.
Yeah,
not
okay.
malls anymore.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Although I'll probably have to
is it
bleep
all
those
just
out.
like Mega Mart?
No,
Petco?
Do you guys remember that
it's
pet
mainly
store?
guinea pigs and beta fish.
Yeah. Do you remember the pet store in Willowbrook Mall? Like right
Yeah.
outside-
Yes.
It's not in there anymore because
It's not, isn't it? Yeah.
Because the
Smell
guinea
like
pigs
piss and
kept
shit.
dying of like heat strokes because it was too fucking hot.
Jesus.
That's like those hermit crab kiosks.
that was like my favorite place to go to as
Yeah.
well.
And you just go,
Like you board the mall, you just go in there and
I
pick
look-
up animals, but like you know they're
like
not
shit
taking
though.
care of them.
There's dog piss everywhere. It's
Everywhere.
gross.
But you can get that little dog pit and pick up the puppies.
and just throw them.
Just throw 'em. Absolutely.
So yeah,
So aquariums and like I feel like there's some other like big one. I'm drawing these from like nightmares that I have. Like the most common nightmare. Like reliving the same. Why are we knocking the mic?
Sorry.
Like reliving the same moment over and over again. Not like fucking.
Groundhog's Day?
Not like fucking Groundhog's Day, but like
Bill Murray movie.
like redoing the same action over and over again, like getting stuck like that. I don't know.
Like
I'm
getting
scared about it.
hit in
Just
the
finding
teeth
yourself in the same situation.
Like,
again.
with a
My
fork.
nightmares pretty much consist of like the aquarium shit and like having to like walk over aquariums, like huge aquariums on like little catwalks. That's like, and like usually there's like sharks in there for no reason. Hey, here's a true fact though: you can't keep sharks in tanks in any man-made aquarium because well, eventually they'll get depressed and just kind of like start grinding along the side. But that's because they have to keep moving and like
A circle.
not all sharks breathe that way, but a lot of them do. Anyway, so there's that, and then like my other nightmare most of the time would be like, if I play a video game a lot, I'll just like, in my dream, just be doing the same thing in the video game over and over again. It's like, I wake up tired from that. It just sucks.
I dreamt that. Speaking of, just the other night, I dreamt I kept headshotting people as Hanzo, just over and over and over
That's
again.
not a nightmare.
Shut up. It was for me because I don't play Hanzo.
But you were whooping ass.
Shut up. I was a Hanzo main.
Y'all ever have a like a motion
Little
dream?
monster. A what?
It's like a
Like that wakes you up because you actually move.
No, it's like I have this dream every now and then where I'm just basically like moving super fast.
I know what you mean.
And you just keep going, and you're just like going through like bunches of places, and you keep moving and moving.
Mine is, I don't run super fast. I jump super high.
Oh, really?
I'm like in a wooded area with really tall like pines, and I'm jumping like way over them, kind of like Hulk style, just leaping and then coming back down and then just leaping up again really high into the sky.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And then just falling back down and then just leaping again.
Mine. Have any of y'all had like explosion dreams?
No.
It's actually a thing.
Well,
elaborate. Where you explode?
No, it feels like they're. It's called, like when I googled it, it's like exploding head syndrome. It's where you like have them like once a month, and it's literally like you're having a dream, but then in your dream you hear the loudest explosion, and it wakes you up.
It's
like,
that.
and then you fucking wake up.
No, I've never had that.
And
I
it's
do
like
get that. Yeah.
it's like the equivalent of somebody screaming right in your ear.
Yeah, I'm just like, what the fuck is that?
Have you
Once
had
or
that?
twice.
Yeah, they
Once or
say
twice.
what it is. It's just like random neurons firing off,
It-
and like
It
it's just like
usually
triggers
runs-
your sound.
That happens to me like right as I'm falling to sleep, and also like
You wake up thinking you're
as I
about
was,
to fucking
I was
die.
about to mention, or as I thought Adam was talking about, like I'll have a dream where like I'm walking, and then like one of the steps I'll actually move like my leg in real life, and it'll wake me up. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Done that
You
before.
kind of just like do that.
Yeah.
So I'm Monty.
You're Monty. We're just
Sorry,
gonna
we
introduce ourselves
sidetracked.
and then do a topic.
Well, it's because the dream thing was interesting. Yeah, let's just kill that topic off. Monty, what's
Hi, I'm Monty.
That was excellent.
And
That was
diabetes type 1 brings a whole plethora of fears to me.
All right.
There's the ever encroaching blindness. There's amputation.
we have a bowl of sugar and we're just gonna throw it at
Right,
Monty.
that's right. We're talking about fears. We're talking about fears.
Is that to intimidate Monty? That bowl of sugar?
I thought it was just a normal conversation with Monty.
There's
If Monty's talking too
There's
much,
being
I just-
isolation. There's people thinking that I'm not diabetic when I really am, and they're not treating me while I'm dying.
What other fears do you have besides
Diabetes
dying?
related ones. Besides dying, let me see.
Living longer.
Living long. Living for too long. I got a big fat fucking phobia of the uncanny.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
like Grum from
What?
Tim and Eric. No,
Yeah, but
the
You kinda see the-
Pilgrims.
you kind of see that one coming. But I don't want to fall back on it. But Doki Doki Literature Club flipped me the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I got over it because I rewatched it like numerous times. But like, if it's slightly like the Uncanny Valley, Robert can explain it better than I can. But it's like when it's supposed to be fake, but it's very almost 100% compelling.
Well,
real.
let me explain the Uncanny Valley. It's the closer you get to absolute realism in like computer graphics or something like that,
Yeah.
or like a robot.
Or a doll.
The closer you get to perfect realism, the easier it is to tell that it's not real.
Yeah.
Right.
And
So, like, think of a graph valley.
yeah, like a line graph.
Yeah, that's the type of valley that the Uncanny Valley is.
Yay. And it's like this,
Valley.
Yeah, I've seen that example before. You're just talking about like where it is on the line graph.
Yeah, it's like the line on the graph is
It's like realism or something.
yeah,
The
it's
further you go up, there's a certain point. When
I'm familiar with the topic.
the stupid thing is, when I was a kid, the things that would always scare me before I got my own computer were computer screensavers. When you're moving in the 3D maze and it's the brick walls, and then a fucking mouse runs by or whatever. There's a mouse running the maze too. That mouse scared the shit out of me because I didn't like I was like 7 or 8 and like never played a PC game yet. And
Yep.
then like there were certain times when I'm like, oh, it's a computer, and they're like, oh, we're shutting down the computer, and someone would start the shutdown process, and it would be like, bang! You know, that sound,
Yeah.
like something happened or hiccuped,
Yeah.
and you go, ah!
Yeah.
And like that freaked me out as a child because it came out of nowhere, and it was such a unnatural sound at the time.
Y'all ever see those? There's a Vine called. Well, it's not here anymore, but there's a Viner
What's a
called 3D Worlds.
Yeah.
And it's just like this weird CGI kind of mashup of like really, it like has like real skin tone and texture stuff, and it's all CGI, but it has like really off-putting visuals. I don't know how to describe it, especially if you guys have never seen it before.
Great.
What's it called?
3D Worlds. It's
Did like Brutal Moose do a video on it?
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
You can probably find it on YouTube anyway.
Do you remember that vacuum video you sent last
Yeah.
night? It's something kind of like that.
I think I know what you're talking about. It's like a bunch of screensavers.
Yeah.
That kind of like thing. There's no like narrative or anything, and it's just kind of like a visual arts project almost.
Yeah, a little bit. It's like someone's practicing their 3D, basically.
Is there like a bunch of arrows everywhere?
No.
Oh, I think I might have an idea.
Like there's.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
Sloppy CGI is also like, except for the Klim Klum Flim Flum Globulon.
It's kind of like that, a little bit.
That like
Glob,
I can
Glob,
get over
Gab,
it,
Collab?
but something
You
about
mean?
unblinking eyes is also big no.
I'm gonna show you the
Or when
visual.
they're like wildly looking around.
Oh.
Yes, I've seen a few examples
that,
of these.
That looks better than what I'm talking about.
Just random examples. It's fucking weird.
And I don't know. It kind of looks almost
So, like,
uncanny.
So you didn't like Tool videos, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, actually, like. Wait, no, that's Tool.
No, wait,
Yeah, that's Corn.
No, that's Schism by Tool. No, I'm singing Tool.
Oh.
Schism.
So anyway, Adam.
You know what I'm talking about, like Tool.
Yeah.
Tool videos, like the claymation and shit. I always thought that was
Claymation bugged the fuck out of me, but I eventually fell in love with, like, Bob, you're gonna need to stop.
Wait, no, I want to see it.
Bob,
I want to
showing
see
us
it.
interesting visual.
Bob's
mediums.
triggering Monty.
Yeah, I'll show you guys after this. Like after.
After we're done here.
Adam, what make you spooky?
Oh, spooky, big black voids.
Yeah, we've had
We've had a couple run-ins with that
when we
one.
were playing
Spooky's
through
House of Jump Scares.
the only thing that really got you
Was opening up
was
like it doesn't even have to be like completely black. It could just be like if everything just looks the same and if it looks never ending.
there's a part in the game where you open the door and you just walk into outer space.
Or
And you-
it was like
Yeah.
Like a
it was
black
like
room.
everything looked like weird purple veiny crap.
yeah,
And
like
it was
an
like
ever
everything,
expanding
like
void.
everything. The floor was it, the walls were it, and it looked like it almost never ending.
And Adam
then
like lost his shit.
I was just like, no. I turned around and I got out of there real quick.
That reminds me, something that really freaked me out was part of Metal Gear Solid 2 when you're naked riding and you get stuck in that corridor, and
I played this game a lot, so
your radar turns into
the chick.
the Japanese woman just like sitting there. I turned the TV to like a TV channel and just like waited for it to be over. So I was just like, nope, not just hanging out with this.
You know what's funny? That same segment, not exactly that, but the fucking when the Colonel has like the skull face.
Yes, I was about to bring
Holy
that
crap.
up. I was about to say.
I
that.
literally played the game with my hand like this every time a conversation popped up.
I thought his dialogue was pretty funny, so that didn't bother me too much. But like, just
Because it would clip in and out.
Yeah,
He
it
would just
would
have a
like
normal
glitch.
face,
It would be
and
like
then
a
he would
little
just, like-
visual glitch, and you'd see like his eye.
And then he would be like,
or,
"Look at
his
it,"
nose.
and he would be like speaking Japanese at one point, and I was like, well, nope.
You're like, skip this
I
call.
was a Burmese woolly worm.
I need scissors. 61.
That never really weirded me out or scared me. What really scared me was actually a part in Resident Evil 4 when the regenerators start showing
Yep.
up.
Oh man,
That's the spooky part.
Uh,
It's like the spookiest part.
Because like the
Yeah.
whole game up until that point, you're gunning through everything. Like
It's just
you don't give a
zombies,
fuck.
basically. Like, just whatever. Well, I mean, it is Resident Evil, so it's all zombies.
It's
But
like
you go into a lab and you see the body there.
and you're like, oh,
And then you walk in and you get the key and you read. If you're like following the lore, you find like the scroll on the ground or whatever, and you read like, "This is what regenerators are," and you read about it.
You're like, boy, hope I don't have to fight this, but the way it's colored on this table, I feel like it's gonna be animated.
Yeah, and then you turn around and it's not there, and it's just gone, and it's nowhere.
Didn't make a sound.
Also, they're like the toughest enemy in that game.
They pull that shit. I was just playing it. They pull that shit in Code Veronica when you're like in this doctor's office and you see a body bag and you go through the door, and then you come back through. Like when you go through the door, the body bag's at the forefront of the screen. But then you go through, and then you come back later, and the body bag's just gone. And then, like, the second you walk into a view, this the zombie in a doctor's outfit, he's not like a normal slow-walking zombie. He full sprints at you from across the room, and I was like, what? I'm like, I fucking screamed. Yeah, you can see in the sound bar.
What's the Resident Evil with the giant shark? That fucking triggered the shit out of me.
Resident Evil 1
4?
HD remake.
Is it 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is 1. Yeah.
Specifically
I know.
the HD remake.
His name is Neptune.
Fuck
I played the game so much.
Oh, that's cute.
Dun, 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 dun. It's the music too. The music combination with that fucking shark. You're like, he's gonna get you. Like dun 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 dun.
You know, I don't have a fear of like sharks by themselves. I actually think they are like kind of cute if you can like rub their snoot.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of like ocean life?
No, it's literally just like man-made large vise wire. I feel like the glass is gonna break and
Like
I'm just gonna die in like a torrent of a huge wave with broken glass in it, and also there's like man-eating fish in there.
He would not want to go to the Moody Gardens aquarium where you walk through the giant glass tube of water.
Even like a large tank for like dolphin shows and stuff, it's like I could fall in there and probably die.
We do not want to have my birthday party at the downtown aquarium.
No.
With the Ferris wheel. And invite Robert.
Well, I also don't really like
just
heights.
Keep them in the first.
I'm not afraid of heights. I'm not a big fan of them.
I don't like being out of my element.
I don't like leaving my room.
I don't like to leave my room.
I have a fear of social interaction.
I got on the Seattle Space Needle.
My biggest fear, commitment, baby.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it. That's my fear.
If anything, I'd
growing up,
I had like a parachute.
having to put away my toys and
Just
grow the fuck up.
jump off,
I want to go skydiving someday. Shit sounds fun, but expensive.
If you go skydiving without a parachute, you can skydive for the rest of your life.
Anyways,
podcast over. Thank you.
So Bob, how was work today?
My work?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't have to name it, but what do you do?
So actually, I stand around and I watch videos all day.
Great.
Actually, no, I work a type of pawn shop. It is not your normal pawn shop, but it's like
pawn shop for kids.
Pawn shop for your kids and adults.
You can say it's a video game store.
It's
not GameStop.
It's a used game store that is not GameStop.
We have a TV, so most of the time, when people aren't in and there's something to be done, like we get to put on movies. And I put on Batman Ninja recently.
Oh.
And that is, I can't. I'm not going to talk long on it.
Did you say Batman Ninja?
Yeah, it's not Ninja Batman. It's Batman Ninja.
Oh, okay. Just
Batman's
want to make sure I
already
heard
Ninja.
you right.
Yeah. That is a movie that goes. It just goes.
Just too long? Like it's too long?
That doesn't look good?
Visually, it's not bad. It's done by David Productions, which does JoJo, which does really well animation. But like, I don't know. I actually had to stop the movie halfway because like it was too distracting, and it was weird. I feel like it really leaned into its anime trope.
Oh no.
And kind of made me feel like Batman wasn't really being Batman.
Like, he's a man dressed as a bat in feudal Japan.
Yeah, well, he was like doing things like making faces a lot. Yeah, Batman doesn't really make a lot of faces. And there's this one point where he's upset that he lost the Batmobile, and he's like, "I'm nothing without the Batmobile." But
tell him what you said about the character introductions.
Oh yeah, so every time they introduce a character,
tell him nobody's watching this shit.
Yeah, every time they introduce like a character in the movie,
I might watch it.
they do like a stylized kind of
The Joker.
exactly. Yeah, they like the Joker's face like pops up on the screen like little
It's
paint
Borderlands,
splats,
like Borderlands.
like Borderlands, exactly like Borderlands.
It's like it's not
That's what I
fucking
imagined.
obvious who you're looking at whenever you see any Batman character.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there also a narrator that like gives him a little
No,
Joker.
Joker?
But they-
he uses
they
a knife
do
to
it-
gut his enemies.
they do it
He's a
for
bitch.
He's a
everything. There's a part like they do it a lot and for everybody. And there's
Sounds-
a part.
So is the Batmobile like a rickshaw?
There's a no, no. There's a part where Batman turns like his motorcycle becomes his armor
Oh.
That
to
sounds
spoil it.
pretty Dope. That
What?
sounds-
what
And then
hold
and he
on,
does a
hold on.
pose and it says it zooms in and it says Iron Batman. Like it's really overdone.
That sounds really bad.
I don't
what,
know.
What year is it set in?
Feudal Japan.
Feudal
What year
Japan.
did this movie come
Why are
out?
there motorcycles? And
Because
cars?
Batman gets
time travel?
teleported
Time
to
travel.
feudal Japan.
It is,
with all his stuff.
Yeah. Essentially.
yeah.
And he just adapts to the aesthetic of it.
And he doesn't become immediately the god man of the land.
Well, the plot is
Yes, Batmobile, all kept.
Gorilla Grodd sends all the villains and Batman. They all end up at the same place somehow, and they all send them back in time. And Batman arrives 2 years after everyone else. So like all the villains have already established their dominance over Japan, and they're feuding over it. And Batman has to stop it.
Great.
Yeah, it's bad.
So work was okay?
Yeah, work was great.
Oh yeah.
Man, that sounds awful, dude. Like I would have so many like frustrations in my head watching it.
Yeah, I don't know. I had to sit down and watch it again.
Like, how come nobody just immediately died of, like,
Where do you get a motorcycle from?
polio?
No,
Why is this motorcycle just made of
It
iron?
came with him.
And not
He
He
something.
put gunpowder in the engine.
Doesn't make any sense.
It came with
I miss you,
time
Batman.
travel doesn't make
I'm
sense.
coming with you. No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
They're all at Arkham.
Did you hear there's a, sorry to just segue.
No,
but,
please, get me out of this.
Fist of the North Star, there's a prequel that is out. And apparently it's a good story, but it's fucking ugly to watch. Because somebody took the sliders for every character's neck and just put it at max, so their necks are like fucking giant leather bags.
That's Fist of the North Star.
They're muscly, but it's all CG muscly.
That's Fist of the North Star, man.
I know, but they really overdid it. Like, you'll see a picture of it eventually, because there's no way that people aren't going to take a picture of this. Because, like, I thought, I was like, but they're muscly. How? And then I saw it, and I was like, their necks are literally wider than their
Probably
heads.
look at it right now. What is it called?
It's called, like, Fist of the...
Fist of your Mist.
Of the neck
Fist
of the North Star.
South Star.
Foot of the South Moon.
Foot of the South.
Kickman of the
Adam,
moon.
did you work today?
No,
Good.
nor do I work tomorrow.
Hey, me neither.
I like how you're asking us how our work was and not our day.
I was gonna get to that when I'm, with Robert, but I assume Adam had to work too. But
I'm working right now.
What the hell is Fist of the North Star?
it's an old but good anime.
And
Dude, my
where's the
damn
big
job.
necks?
Where
Where are the big necks?
in the prequels that are coming out recently? Also, it's where the "You Are Already Dead" meme comes from.
Oh, okay. Okay, I've seen
How was your day, Robert?
I've seen like one episode way
It's alright.
long
Clean
ago.
my room.
Nice.
Been doing that. I'm on that summer vacay. Baby!
You got that girl's number?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you talking about
girl?
that?
What the fuck are
On
you
the
talking about,
side?
Ryan?
Did all their necks look like that?
Yeah, pretty much.
It looks like a damn, like, fin.
What girl, Monty?
Oh, you didn't get those digits from when we went to the pub?
From the girl I was talking to when y'all left?
Yeah.
No.
All right. Chris misinformed me.
Did
or
not
he
ask.
misunderstood.
He left when y'all did. How would he have more information than you?
Who did I talk to about somebody getting digits? Maybe it was Chris who was saying that he didn't get digits. Either way, boo.
All right.
There was a girl that kicked Chris's ass at video games, and she was cute. And
She was cute.
I was like talking shit about Chris with her, and I was getting some vibes,
Nice.
Some vibes like maybe we could live our life together forever.
Oh. That's why we had to immediately leave.
And then we left.
No.
We gotta leave now.
Robert's doing it again. Shit, we should do that tomorrow. We're all off. Except for Bob.
I work every day. My job is 6 days a week.
Gross.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like 6 4-hour shifts? Or 6-hour shifts?
It's 4 to 8 hours of shifts. I don't get paid well.
Ooh.
This is
What-
fucking
what's-
depressing.
Ba-ba-da-da.
Bum, ba-da-da. We donate to Patreon, so Bubba can stop complaining.
Da-ba-da-da. Great.
Okay.
Bum, ba-da-ba.
What do you think?
So Pink Mercy.
God of War, let's stop the stream so I can pee.
Yeah, I think we're
That's
I
30
think we're
minutes.
That's it. That's our first podcast. That's it.